Now that we have seen the 5 stages of the decision-making process, let's take a closer look at them. The first stage is called awareness. This is what most of your new prospects will go through. And this is especially true when it is the first time they have heard about your products and services. The awareness stage means that they are still trying to understand what you are offering. Most prospects will move to the second stage after your first meeting or after your presentation. However, depending on what you are selling, you could leave your prospects still trying to fully understand. They may not say it after your first meeting, but after a few days, they might have forgotten an important piece of information and they are now a little bit confused. Without insulting your intelligence, you may have been in the same position. You may have told yourself after a presentation or after a university lecture that what you just heard made complete sense. And finding yourselves few days later going through your notes with a completely strange feeling that it is not as clear as it was before. It is completely normal, and your prospects may experience that too. Understanding something does not mean you can make others understand. What I mean is that often more than not, more than one person is involved in the decision-making process. If you are selling to companies, you may have met with only the head of department for your presentation. Even if this head of department completely understood what you are selling, he or she may need to report to top management. In other words, he or she may need to present your products or services to someone else. This is where the challenges come. You are not sure that this head of department will be able to present what you are selling properly to others. And you are not sure that he or she will be able to best convince others about the benefits of your solution. If you are selling to end users, they may also need to consult with their spouse or business partner. Once again, you are not 100% sure that the information will be shared properly. Never underestimate the awareness stage, because if your prospects do not fully understand what you are selling, your chances of closing the deal will rapidly decrease. You may ask, how do we know if our prospects are still in this stage? You should have sensed already during your meetings how your prospects were reacting to what you were saying. You can easily sense through their questions and answers if they're understanding your solution or if they are evaluating if it could be implemented for what they are trying to achieve. Also, you should try to find out really early if you are dealing with all the decision makers. If, for example, you have just met with only one decision maker, your prospects may still in this stage. So how to properly follow up at this stage? As your prospects are still trying to understand what you have to offer, you should following them up with additional information regarding your solution. The information you are giving is targeted to raise awareness and understanding. So for example, you could send a more detailed brochure about your products and services, YouTube links explaining how to use your products, a link to a website where they could find a more detailed FAQ or frequently asked questions. I recommend sending information related to their needs and to avoid sending the full catalog about all your services and products you can offer. Sending specific information could help your prospects to understand better, but too much information may confuse them further. You could also request another meeting or schedule a phone call with them to answer further questions. If the decision-making involves more than one party on your prospect side, be supportive and help them to transfer the information easily to their management or to other departments. When I'm selling my training services, I often meet the human resources or the learning department. They are usually in charge of filtering potential vendors. However, the final decision sometimes rests in the hand of the head of department. I always keep in mind during that stage that no matter how well and detailed I have prescribed a solution to them, The person that I have met will need to report to the head of department. So here is a line that I often use to follow up. I know that you are dealing with a lot of things at the moment and that you still need to focus on other tasks. Let me make your life easier by allowing me to talk directly to the head of department. So I will be able to deliver a presentation and answer all their questions. Please do not worry, there is no commitment from either party at that stage. I always try to use empathy with my prospects, always trying to help them to make a decision. When I ask to meet another decision maker, I am not trying to shortcut the process or make them feel that they are not important. The complete opposite. I am supporting them and keep reporting to them even when I finally meet with the decision maker. Following up is also a good way to nurture existing relationships with your clients.